means the starting lineup for the visiting Phoenix Suns. At small forward, Ryan Dunn. At center, Nick Richards. At shooting guard, Bradley Beal. At the other guard position, Devin Booker. At the other forward position, Kevin Durant. The head coach of the visiting team is Mike Budenholzer. Introducing the starting five for your Minnesota Timberwolves. At the point, at 6 feet, number 10, Mike Conley. At forward, standing 6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniel. At the center position, standing 7 feet long, number 27, Rudy Gobert. At the power forward position, at 6'9", number 30, Julius Randle. On the guard, standing 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards!
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Jaden McDaniel.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Done outside. Booker against Conley. Down low. Here's Beal. And rejection by McDaniel. Oh, here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. Gobert down low. Defended by Booker. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Randle.
Too much Rudy Gobert. Can take a lot of contact down low.
And here's Booker from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. The rebound by Richards.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Beal taking his time here. Edwards with the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is this engaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And Beal kicks to Booker. Pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And, Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
First one falls for him. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And he can't hit the second. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Over to the left wing. They shoot again. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just naturally strong. We've seen more than one defender sort of just bounce off Randall. He's used to it.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That free throw good from Randall.
One thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. Fourth, the Suns.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, Beal. Back to Booker. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Booker's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Edwards. And he comes up with the deuce.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
During our talk, I asked Coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. Now, no one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's McDaniel. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. Gobert with a screen on Booker to the paint. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, Gobert understands how to capitalize off these sets. Great movement by him after setting the screen.
Conley against Booker. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Shooting 2. First free throw is good. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Both free throws good from Booker.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Randall outside. Conley sets a screen for Randall. Over KD. And chance shot. And it's laid in by Randall. Randall's got 5 points so far.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, KD. Beal from long range. Rebound, Minnesota. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Yeah, guys, I watched the film of that one, and they had great activity defensively. They need that again tonight.
Edwards can't hit.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Richards. Hasn't made one yet. Lock at 6. KD against Edwards. Conley grabs the miss. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. They're leading by 8. Into the lane. And Randall throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for McDaniel. And the Suns also making a change. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Dunn. Edwards against Durant. Fires for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside, KD. Booker left side. Plays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 9.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Now here's Randall. His last outing with 20 points. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And the shot is good.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside Edwards. Randall against O'Neal. Gobert with a screen on O'Neal. Inside. And finished off by Gobert.
What a slam by Gobert. He's solid getting positioning inside and using it to his advantage.
Now, here is O'Neal. Still scoreless. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker against Conley. For three, Edwards. The rebound by Richards.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Durant. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Drives to the hoop. Stolen by O'Neal. Pass to KD. Durant drawing the double team. There's the three. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist from KD.
And I love the patience of Durant. And then the quick decision when he sees something.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For three, Edwards. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
His first shot coming late. Richards, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Randall kicks to Conley. Outside, Edwards. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And he knocks down the first one. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Now, here is O'Neal. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. KD finds Booker, and he gets the jumper to drop. 13 points for Devin Booker.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
Edwards with it. He has 7. Over Booker. Edwards' shot is good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Booker against Edwards. Now here's Booker. He's tightly guarded. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 10. Randall no good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to O'Neal. Outside, Jones to the inside. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 15 points.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing he can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks.
They've got to be careful. A big key to beating them is keeping Booker off the line as much as possible.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. And he makes the first.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Minnesota making some changes. McDaniels comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Clark in for Edwards. And for the Suns, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Allen comes in for Kevin Durant. And Beal's subbed in for Jones. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. DiVincenzo passes to Clark. Reed with a screen on Allen. Here's Clark. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Now here's Booker. 17 points in the game. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Keeping the defense honest. Can't be over-aggressive against Booker.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
Free throw good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Beal. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Suns trail by 8. Outside, Beal. Pass to O'Neal. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
And again, it's the Suns missing. Clark for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We'll get you back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Nas Reed out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Clark in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now here's Allen. No scoring in this one. Shot clock at 3. Jones, that's for 2. Rebound by Alexander-Walker.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Kept alive. Suns trail by 8. And here is Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Jones against DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Off target at the rim. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Phoenix Suns. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Jones finds Beal. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, Who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Jones against DiVincenzo. From 12 feet out. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go. Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Jones kicks to Allen. McDaniels against Beal. To the middle. Kicks it out to Allen. Sinks the triple. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Dunn is checked in for Phoenix. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. The Timberwolves second.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. Reed with a screen on O'Neal. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed misses.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Outside, Jones. Pass to O'Neal, and here is Beal. O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. No good. That would have tied it. Timberwolves leading by 3. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal. Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. Launches it. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's Alexander Walker. It's stolen by Jones. Moving it up. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from O'Neal.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Back to DiVincenzo. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here's Jones. He had 16 points in the win against Cleveland. And now the Timberwolves on the break. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to McDaniels. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Jones. A shot by McDaniels. No good. Suns trail by 3. Outside, Beal. But 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Jones. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 8 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, look, it's not about being a stat stuffer. It's about being a guy coaches can count on and an asset to the team as a whole.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for McDaniels. Edwards comes in for Clark. And Dillingham subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now, here's Dunn. Scoreless thus far.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Randall's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And for the Suns, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Beal. Dillingham setting the screen for Conley. Back to Randall. Jacks up a 3. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists in the game. Suns trail by 4. And Booker kicks to Jones. Durant wide open. He fires. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
This is Durant's competitive fire coming out to play. He couldn't let that last 3 go unanswered.
Now here's Randall. He's got 10. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And the first one at the line is good. All free throws good from Randall.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Jones kicks to Booker. Plumlee against Gobert. Pass to KD. Fires from deep. Mike Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 3. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And how about the reach of Durant? A terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bradley Beal.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
The first free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Daniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Allen's checked in for Phoenix. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
and just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. Inside.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
For Minnesota, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
The first one falls. He's off on the second. For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Here's Booker. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Conley. Rebound by the Suns. Plumlee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Allen shot is off.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Gobert dishes to Randall. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
The Timberwolves have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And Phoenix making a change here. Bulls checked in. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Here's Allen. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Switch.
Jones looking for an opening. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Offensive rebound, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, some of that's experience. Conley could feel the contact coming, braces for it, completes the play, and now goes to the line for one more.
The Timberwolves shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Suns. Even now, Stan, in his late 30s, Mike Conley's still able to perform at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, his father was a gold medalist in track and field. So even as Mike Jr. has maybe lost a step, he's still able to compete athletically.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. Pass to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Allen defending. Randall with the ball. Out to Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist in this one.
bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Down low. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders for the last 10 games. Gosh, can these guys throw the ball around the court? Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Fourth, Devin Booker.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from O'Neal. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Phoenix. Beal comes in for Grayson Allen. O'Neal hits them both. Minnesota leading by 9. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Randall against O'Neal. Back to Randall. 6 to shoot. Gobert. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hand. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
And you know who? Devin Booker.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter, 3rd of the game so far.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. As wingman Jaden McDaniels said, we don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough. Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And it's the Suns with the ball. Following Julius Randle's 3. Beal from long range. Good on the triple. Beal's got 10.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Randle.
Get there.
Phoenix grabs the miss, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop him? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a showing.
Now here's Booker, following the miss by Julius Randle. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Beal has now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Oh, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis, big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Julius Randle getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. High-scoring affair, Brad. How would you assess the first half?
We got to defend. We're not going to outscore this team. We got some of the best scorers in the world. We got to defend. That's the only way we're going to win. So, second half, we got to be a lot better.
We'll see how that turns, Brad. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, can we wear sunglasses on the set? You know, I'm looking at Shaq's head, and it's really that wax he put on his head. Oh, my God, it's just glaring in my eyes.
Well, it deflects away the haters like you, Kenny. Glad to know it's working.
You have any extra, biggin?
You don't need it, Ernie. You always shine.
Moving on now to the first half of play. And how about Julius Randle's contribution?
Randle's rise has been impressive, from role player to budding star. And tonight he's putting on this entire arsenal that he's displayed is impressive.
Yeah, he stepped it up, that's for sure. Love seeing his hard work pay off.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
Suns trail by 8. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the 5 down low.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Out to Conley, launches a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle. Randle's got 5 assists in the game.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
KD passes to Booker. Responds! Booker! Big time!
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Randle a screen on Booker. Pass to Randle. Beal against it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Now Kevin Durant. Outside Beal. Pass to Booker. Shoots over McDaniel. No good from Booker. Timberwolves leading by 8. Randle with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Here is Conley. 11 points in the game. Randle passes to McDaniels. Randle outside. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by Dunn. Suns trail by 8. On the wing, Booker got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Dunn. He has yet to score. He lobs it up.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
They get it back.
Well, look, just the sheer size of Gobert is a problem in there.
The Timberwolves shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
At the line for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2. A free throw drops for Gobert.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And Gobert drops them both. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Durant. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. To the paint. Gobert down low. Defended by Richards. And he makes that one. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, inside, Gobert can be a true monster, using his size and reach. Very effective.
Booker the pass to Beal. Durant deciding where to go with it. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Now here's Gobert, defended by Richards. Beal with the steal by himself. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. On the wing, Booker, over by Conley. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these rejections. Gobert has all the physical tools and razor-sharp reflexes as a defender.
The crossover. Randall no good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing here by 8. Muscling it in, Kevin Durant.
He's just too long and lanky. Durant can go through you or around on the inside.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. That's tipped. High post, KD. Back to Booker. Booker gets through the contact and puts it in.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Randall gets to Conley. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. Suns trail by 4. Pass to Beal. Now here's Booker, over by Conley. Booker out of a cannon! Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Michael Conley picks one up.
And Booker looks to score and score often. When he's driving, never afraid of the contact.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Booker. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at the Timberwolves. Right now, at the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And checking out Phoenix, a few slots below them.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Durant. And again, it's the Suns missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Randall passes to Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Shots good by Booker.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Randall outside. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drains the three-pointer. Edwards got 16 points. Booker against Conley. Now here's Booker. He's covered closely. Here's Richards. Chalk up two there. Richards got it all tied up now for the Suns.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Over in the corner, Edwards. McDaniels against KD. From the arc. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dunn dishes to Booker. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Defensively there, you play Booker to shoot, but he's also a willing passer.
Conley finds Gobert. Outside Edwards. Front past the arc. The rebound by Richards. Richards got 6 rebounds now in the game. Durant the pass to Booker. McDaniels against Dunn. Over Conley. Right side Kevin Durant. And no good. McDaniels against Dunn. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Pass to Randall. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Randall's got 22.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Outside, KD. Dunn sets a screen for KD. Off target from outside.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Outside Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that have been the biggest three-point threat since the All-Star break. The Suns number 1. 5th, the Timberwolves.
Just an impressive display of shooting, really from both clubs since the midway mark. And I mean, these are teams that are absolutely on fire from beyond.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. KD's got 6 here in this quarter. Minnesota shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Now here's DiVincenzo. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Randall dishes to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
2 shots. Richards.
He's off on the first. Minnesota making a switch here. Clark's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Jones is checked in. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
Randall surveying the D. O'Neal with the rebound. The Suns leading. Inside, here's Beal. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Here's Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Well, Phoenix shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Durant with it. Guarded now by Clark. Beal. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Alexander Walker on the wing. Guarded by KD, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And let's check out the stats for Randall. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Putting up about 18 points per, 5 assists and 6 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Beal with it. 14 points for him. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning.
Clark for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Clark's got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Allen passes to Beal. Three-pointer. Miller grabs the miss. Minnesota shooting in this game 45%. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. Clark outside for the lead. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Plumlee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Allen finds Jones. Got a hand on it. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Jones. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Beal against DiVincenzo. Pass to Miller. Over O'Neal. And the shot falls short this time. Allen against Clark. To the middle. Here's Beal. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they got to bring the double team on.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
1 shot. Bradley Beal.
Free throw, no good for Beal. So it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Back to the action in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, that's great decision-making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Dillingham. Then it's Naz Reid, and it's Garza in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Reid, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Look, Reid is a strong finisher. It's still unbelievable that he was undrafted because he is a force.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Reid, shooting one.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, the biggest thing Naz Reid brings to your team, spacing. Reid can play the 5 and hit threes. There aren't a lot of guys like him.
Booker outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul. 2 shots. Devin Booker.
Free throw good, Booker. Miller's checked in for Joe Ingles. Both free throws good from Booker. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Reid.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 1-point game. Booker taking the hit.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Reid with the screen on done. Here's Alexander Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Minnesota. Nikhil Alexander Walker. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Jones, the pass to Booker. Right at the free throw line, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Booker. Devin Booker soaring in.
2 emphatic points. Devin Booker.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Now Dillingham. DiVincenzo against Booker. 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Suns lead by 4. And it's done in the corner. Dillingham with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Down low. And the dunk by Booker.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Miller kicks to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker, and he's good on the 3-ball. Alexander Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, good recognition there from Reed to realize that his best decision was to move the ball.
Booker. Another one goes. Incredible. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Booker against DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Alexander Walker with the ball. Dunn covering. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Alexander Walker. Jones, the pass to O'Neal. O'Neal a screen on DiVincenzo. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Reed with a screen on Dunn. Here's Alexander Walker. Tries it from the top of the key. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jones up top. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Minnesota with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed. And yes, Yes, it's good.
The defense is there, but Reed is strong-willed, and he is up to the challenge.
Jones dishes to Dunn. Knocked loose. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. To tie it up. He takes it up and lays it in. DiVincenzo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Pass to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. The shot. Dillingham with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Out to Miller to take the lead. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
Here's Booker, defended by DiVincenzo. A kick out to O'Neal. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 3.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
They set the pick. Here's DiVincenzo. Got a piece of it. Back to Booker. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
And he's made 7 of his last 8 shots. That is the definition of clutch.
DiVincenzo finds Miller. Now Dillingham, defended by Jones. Back to Miller. Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. From deep three-point territory. It's hauled in by the Suns. Plumlee's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Booker. Rebound Minnesota. DiVincenzo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Dillingham. And it's off from three-point range. Booker against DiVincenzo. O'Neal misses. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Dillingham. And here is DiVincenzo. Miller inside. O'Neal's there. Shots good by Miller.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
All right, this is coming off the court. Come on and get down for your Timberwolves Lakers game.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And for the Suns, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal, and Beal subbed in for Jones. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. They get it again, and here's Booker from the arc. That shot off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Got that one up quick. Now just a 1-point Phoenix lead. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Pass to Richards. Outside, Beal. Back to Richards. It's stolen by Gobert. To the paint, here's Conley. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And that's 13 points for Mike Conley. For Phoenix, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Booker the pass to Dunn. Katie with it. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
One shot. Kevin Durant.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Beal against Edwards. That's tipped. Now here's Beal inside. And it's Durant missing. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Beal.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged, though.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Edwards against Beal. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
And here's Booker from the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night. McDaniels against Dunn. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Booker heading to the hoop. Booker converts on the break.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Edwards looking it over. Gobert with a screen on Beal. Gobert, no good. Phoenix leading by 4. Here's Durant. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Conley finds Gobert. Durant with the steal. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Give up.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tries the spin move. Here's Conley. Rejected by Booker. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. 2 shots. Devin Booker.
he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Your Timberwolves dancing. All right, the Timberwolves dancing. Make some noise.
Edwards against Beal. And Durant sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Edwards, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Anthony Edwards, second personal foul. 5th team foul. 2 shots. Kevin Durant.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Fires away from outside. Randall no good. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
When we're moving the basketball, we're just relying on each other. And, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Devin Booker.